Hi guys, welcome back to my XPS guide. Now I'm going to talk about the Lunera banner. Let's start from the 5 stars base, Lunera. So she is a magician. Right now she is one of the best mages in the Japan. It is because her Aureolere. This skill has a lot of hits. It has 20 hits, but it has 4 frames delay, which make it hard to chain with others. So the easy way to chain with her is by having another Lunera. Another problem with this is it has 2 elements, which means you need to debuff both elements so you get the full damage boost. On the global, she gets a upgrade. Her Elven Song will buff your attack, magic, spirit, and defense. On the Japan, this skill only regen your health and MP. But right now, the skill can be awakened, so it buffs all your stats by 90%. I believe the end result on the global will be the same. So my guess is this skill, Elven Song, will start with 40 or 50% stats buff. But yeah, that's just my guess, okay? This could be another sign that Gami will delay Ramza awakening further, like Warrior of Light. First Zargabat, now Lunera. So yeah, those are the signs, okay? Her main weakness is she uses bow as her main weapon. You can equip her with rod, but that will make you lose 50% magic and spirit. And yeah, there is no newbie friendly bow which grant you magic, okay? Only elven bow, which give you maybe, if I remember correctly, 10 magic. So yeah, you really need to get her Trust Master reward as soon as possible to make her has decent magic and spirit stats. Also, in the Japan, she becomes relevant after her awakening, but before that, not much. However, they buff her Elven Song on the global, so it may be different here. So enough for the short review. I will talk more about her on review video later. But that 2 elemental debuff are only useful for him. Other won't get any benefit from 2 elemental debuff unless of course you equip lightning and light elemental weapon at the same time. However, he gets a major problem as an attacker. His attack stats is kinda low. He only has 30% attack boost, which make him not that good as your main attacker. His Trust Master reward is also not tempting for me because yeah, it mainly boosts your MP instead of attack. However, it is a matter of preference here. You may like the MP boost if you want to get more MP regen for your attacker. The next 4 stars base is Helena. Her best shot is nice as a finisher. It deals 4.5 damage to the enemy. Also, her Trust Master reward is really good for a character who rely on LB, and that means Riku. According to Japan, Hyper Mentalist will give us 50% more LB crystal drop rate and an auto refresh ability. So this accessory will really fix Riku's weakness, MP regen, and of course make you feel her LB faster. However, her attack stats is really bad, not mentioning her other skills are trolling you so hard. The next character is Rogol. You know what I'm gonna say, right? He is only maxed at 5 stars, so I don't bother with him. His Trust Master is quite nice though. It is a hammer with an earth element. So later, if there is a hammer mastery ability or a character who uses hammer as a main weapon, you can use this weapon to take advantage of Eileen's pile driver. Okay, so those are 4 characters who will join us on this week. Now, should you summon them? I don't think so. Lunera is good when she gets her awakening. So it is kinda like a situation. Maybe you want her for her Elven Song. But remember, she is a 5 stars base, So for free-to-play players, I don't suggest you to burn your lapis, especially if you already have Zargabat or Ramza. But we don't know for sure when Kami will awaken him. She will make the Bloody Moon trial easier. But remember, that's not necessary, especially if you already have Ashi. In my opinion, she is an A tier, not a S tier. So yeah, just hold back, especially if you already have Ashi or S for Bloody Moon and Zargabat and Ramza for her buff. The 4 stars base is simply so-so. Brand is mediocre, and I don't think he is comparable to the top 4 stars base such as Chizuru, Amelia, and Zetzer. Helena is also only good for newbie, but for veteran, I think you want to get her at least 1 for your Riku. But I think we don't need to burn Lapis on this banner because first, it is not an urgent, and second, you probably get her later out of this banner because I think she is one of the troll character like Grace who also have nice TMR. Same for Ruggle. I think on this week we only need to simply do our free pull, save those X tickets for later use, especially because they just announced near banner will available soon. I think the banner will be available within next 2 weeks. So you want to save those tickets for near units because they are limited and good too. So I think that's enough about the banner. Now let's talk about the DrCid event. So you will fight 2 waves of battle like the Octopus Teacher trial. Tip number 1. Have high water resistance. Famfrit will use water elemental attack, so it is really important to buff your water resistance in order to survive. You can use Minfilia or Luca or even Tidus. Tidus is really good here because he can use Blitzmine to buff 100% of your water resistance. But make sure that you don't equip Brotherhood on him because Famfrit has 200% water resist. Also, try not to bring Ramu here because he will reduce your water resist by 50%. Tip number 2, defense and spirit buff. You cannot debuff their attack and magic, so make sure you buff yours to reduce the damage further. Riku's Hyper Null All is also useful here, but still I recommend you to use others for water resist because Hyper Null All only boosts 40% of your water resistance. Tip number 3, Dispel. DrCid will buff his defense and spirit, so make sure you dispel it because you want to defeat him fast. Tip number 4, Neutral Elemental Weapon. DrCid only weak against Light Element, but avoid using Excalibur because Famfrit is resist against Light Element. Famfrit has 200% Light resist, so bye-bye if you use Orlando with Excalibur. So tell those friends, especially the one who have Orlando, to remove the Excalibur for this event. I think that's all you need to know. I will talk more about this on the battle video. For story event, I don't think you will need a guide because judging from the past, the event is easy. You don't need to clear it on this week. Spend those energies for Final Fantasy XII farming event. So yep, thank you very much for watching. Please hit the like button and subscribe to my channel for more Final Fantasy Brave Exvius guide. Bye bye guys.